I'm gonna start with that side. Like a question I like to ask on my accounts, I can see there's nothing there. I like to ask if they have any mole or anything on the hair that you can't see. When it's a short beard, you can see it. But if someone like you comes for a shave, then you have to ask that. First of all, you don't shave on long beard, at least you have to trim it a little bit. But then you always ask, do you have a mole? Do you have something that I should know? It's quite important.
Don't want to chop it off.
And then you say to the clients, okay, here we go, we're gonna be shaving. Do you want me to keep the sideburns at any height or do you?
Just go for whatever you like.
Good. So what I like to do is with a towel, I like to put the skin quite a lot to have some grip. I just
give it a cleaner.
So my first sort of shave, my first like pass is just to give myself some grip, and after that I can go like a bigger sort of pass. Yeah.
That was our balloon.
So in traditional wet shaving, there's a 14 strokes.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, so
I don't follow those rules.
No.
Who does anyway?
It is subjective because it depends on the person's hair growth, but I will teach you about those 14 strokes and exactly what they are. And you can use that as a guide to most, I guess, shaves, but it's not going to be accurate depending on the
The
person.
thing is, eventually you're gonna make your own process, and you're just gonna follow that. So my process isn't Diamond's process, and it's gonna be no one else's process really.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way I shave. That's just the way I feel comfortable with it. At the end of the day, as long as the shave is clean, you know, and client's happy, and there's no cuts. But you're gonna cut some people, I'm telling you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's for sure.
So these guys were shaving balloons on Tuesday.
I saw
We had a couple of accidents, that's for sure.
the Instagram.
Multiple accidents on one guy. Poor old Ali over there had 2 or 3 back to back. He just gave up after that point. I felt bad.
So someone had a lot of foam on their face.
So was this guy. Yeah. It happens. It's all part of the fun.
Is it best to like go with the grain or against it?
No, the first pass you go with the grain or across, but then with a little experience you can sort of feel if the hair is going to be alright. I would recommend in your step of barbering, just stick with the grain, just go down. Try to do one good pass following the grain without any cuts or abrasion. And after that you can move on to going across or against the grain. It depends. When you do a competition, I did a competition. Sorry, I'm talking sometimes.
No,
I did
you're
a competition
Barbercraft.
3 years ago, Barbercraft, and you want to do the cleanest shave possible. So you go everywhere as you can. You got 30 minutes. You got to do a clean shave, and it doesn't matter how you do it. Just has to be clean, really.
You won that year, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was there. I watched you win.
Going against the grain takes off a little bit.
Yeah. There was a guy there as well, the Japanese guy from Auckland, who was doing the full beard shave. So he just went in on a big full beard like yours. Just took it straight off with the razor, but it was crazy.
30 minutes?
I don't really have the bottle to do that one, but
You need a steamer for that.
yeah, I don't think he was using it. I think it was just you that had the steamer, right?
I didn't have a steamer.
Did you not have a
No,
steamer?
there was a guy from Toyota Barbershop.
Yeah.
But I wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah, right.
Because when you do a traditional, I think steamer is not really traditional.
Yeah, right.
It's really. Okay, so the mustache. I like to do mustache before I pass to something else. There's still some hair here you can see, but I don't bother because I'm gonna go back on it again. So the mustache, there are a few ways to do it. You can put the nozzle up and just go down like this. Or if you see that the hair is going to be right and skin will be right, you can go across this way. Depends. I'll just do it this way for now.
So notice he's just using the tip
Just
of the
the tip of
blade.
it, yeah.
Not the whole flat thing. Feeling good, chef?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of asleep. It's got to be a compliment.
So I see for that corner, I will go more against the grain here. Just the corner there. Eventually here you can go like this, down, up and down, or you can go just straight across. I will probably go across with the second pass. Right. So now, it's, you can for that part, for the chin and the neck up here. His hair is growing to the left, that side, right? So if you go all the way down now, it's going to take quite a bit off already. Otherwise, you can go from the bottom up, because his hair isn't growing down, it's going across, so you can go both ways. Really, it doesn't really matter, because it's kind of messy down here, and I don't have much grip. I mean, I would do it if it was just, I don't want to show you anything wrong. I want to show you the proper way, because we're here for that. So, plant your razor somewhere, put the skin, and go down like this. If you guys want to see some other like a real master, a guy that for me is the best at shaving in the world, you go see Fazet.
Oh yeah, he's in Canada, isn't he?
Yeah, Canadian.
He's really good. He's also good at everything else too.
His shave is absolutely amazing.
He's on Instagram, Fazad the Happy Barber. He's in Ontario or something in Canada.
So that guy shaves with like a feather blade, which is the best blade you can find. And just he would have finished by now. Honestly.
With a full beard as
Yeah.
well.
Just perfect technique, you know, and
Just
really
like,
quite
see,
quick.
sometimes I'm trying to see where I put my fingers. It just has this thing where it just goes this way. And it goes with both hands as well. That's a skill I don't have, but it goes with both hands, and it's just amazing. Anyway, let's move on the other side.
I find shaving videos pretty good to watch as well. It's very satisfying.
This is fine.
I really like a guy called Alexander Cheropovich. You follow him, Jason?
No, but I saw a post of you talking about him.
Oh, he's just my favorite.
So you want to resort that side a little bit as well, which makes sure it's wet. I think the chair might be a little bit too high for me. So put it down. Just gonna really see that.
Do you see what I was showing you guys the other day about just little tapping motions? It's not, you don't just go down in one panel. It's just small increments each time. So you didn't get assessed on this last year, Joel?
No.
There will be this year.
I'm coming through.
You got to do, I think you've got to do in total 3 shaves that are all assessed in different ways. Yeah. 1 with a haircut, 1 in 2 hours of observation, and 1 on its own.
It's a great skill to have.
But to be honest, by the time you've done, I don't know, 5 to 10 shaves, you've done them all, quite honestly. Don't you think, Jason?
Mm-hmm.
Like once you've done a few, it's kind of, there aren't that many variables. There are a lot more variables in a haircut, multitudes of different types of hair, but with faces, there aren't that many different types of skin and types of facial hair. Some are more hard than others, but
That's the easy kind of face, you know?
yeah.
Someone who's got a really strong jawline. It's really hard. Really, really hard.
Bony, bony Adam's apple chin.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, the Adam's apple. Yeah.
I've had a couple of older guys with very thin white skin, grey stubble, and it's been a nightmare to shave it, and it bleeds really easily as well. That put me off. So that's actually kind of put me off a little bit, to be honest.
So I'll see for that part now. Happy to stand here. Just go like this. It's pretty easy. I've cut people, like every barber has cut people at some point when you do a shave. And I've noticed sometimes, or often when you cut people is when, show you with that side, you shave and somehow your blade is bumping. And this is how you cut people. If you just keep it on the skin all the way, really unlikely you cut someone. But if it bumps, let's say it's hard and you go a bit harder and it just jumps to another spot, there's a chance that you clench your blade in the skin and it just cuts. Basically. So that's why you always want to make sure that the skin is wet and the blade doesn't jump. But if it does, then there's two reasons. Probably the blade needs to be changed, or it's not wet enough.
Do you always shave? Do you always take someone's stubble down with a clipper first, usually, or do you just go straight in like this most of the time?
That sound of lick is perfect.
Yeah.
Even the gentleman behind, I forgot your name, sorry. I will shave it straight away with my razor.
Yeah.
It's good. It's longer hair is